Vegas, Nevada. It's the 2021 AFC-NFC Pro Bowl. Patrick Mahomes and the NFC versus Aaron Rodgers and the AFC.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage, the AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes the NFC for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt about it, it was a banner year for quarterbacks in the NFC. A number of guys could very well have been selected for this. But I thought he stood out. I thought he found a way to separate himself from the pack. And he's been rewarded as the starting quarterback in the Pro Bowl. Definitely the right choice in my book.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
28, Josh Jacobs.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
from the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 44, Mahomes. That's complete to Slayton. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For an NFC 1st and 10 at the 48.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 17.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Jacobs incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On first down, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I know he's not showing it on the outside, but inside, he's got to be celebrating because think about all the quarterbacking we saw in the AFC this year. 5 or 6 guys could have earned this honor. He got the nod, a real feather in his cap.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Roquan Smith in on the tackle.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Devontae Parker complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Brings on the gun. It's Rodgers. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So now we'll get our second look in this game at the NFC offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
So now the AFC offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
AFC.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 42.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there. First down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the NFC's 42-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Muscles by at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
4-yard line.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete to Parker left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Snap comes at 1. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Josh Lambo set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The AFC offense making their way back out. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Rodgers. This is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Rodgers again now. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Team 14. Visitors 3.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The AFC going to get the ball first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
By Khalil Mack.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC set to take over on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Rodgers now on 1st down. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Rodgers pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
At the shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And movement up front looks like a false start for the AFC.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The offense for the NFC back out there, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense, but the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out is the AFC offense. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons. A one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game. But as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, that talked about big plays, sacks? They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He's going to find Gallup here complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
big play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Our home team 17. Visitors 6.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of a game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're 1 run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big, and we're starting to see that here in the 2nd half.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.